Peace, family. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and doing well. It is day 7 of no lights, and I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed. We've been spending the night at my mother-in-law's house, which is not my preference. But the dog was, you don't want anybody to be unsafe or anything like that. But it is, I do have to get up every morning and come check on my garden and my house. Pretty sure everything in the deep freezer is done for. Today we're going to go pick up my cousin's generator. He's going to let us borrow his generator. And then I'm going to start doing another round of cleaning up because I just really don't want to overheat trying to do that without air. I am going to go in depth. Like, I'm going to do a video once the lights come on and stuff like that and talk about things that I have that helps during this time, things that I want during this time. But I think it's important. I saw a post the other day on one of my groups. It's like Black Girls Homesteading. And one of the girls was like, I get tired of telling people to get a generator in Houston every year. And, I think it's important for us to not always speak from a place of privilege. A lot of people in America, first of all, but a lot of people in Houston, Texas as well, live paycheck to paycheck. And the generator is an investment. I actually have been looking at a few generators and just pricing them and, comparing them. So it is something that I know is needed, but I also always want to give solutions that almost everyone can afford, or that I hope people at different price points can afford. And I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of misplaced attitude right now. Like, the thing that annoys me the most is the fact that I really don't think our lights needed to be out for a week. I think it was a category 1 hurricane, and there's so many trucks, so many. One of the news stations decided to follow 3 trucks for a day, and it took most of them 4 or 5 hours before they even left the lot in the morning. So that is center point. Management. It's not the linemen. Y'all, please stop bothering these linemen. They out here working and trying to help us. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And the thing is, people get crazier the hotter they get, the hungrier they get. You know what I mean? And so this is like creating chaos that it shouldn't be, because it seems to me poor management and poor leadership. Texas's leadership is trash. Centerpoint is trash, and they're gonna still want to charge us. Somebody said they looked at their bill, they didn't have lights, but the meter was still running or something like that. Like, it shows that they were using electricity. Come on now, come on. So, anyways, I have some stuff on my heart, because I just hate when people are like, just get a generator, just da-da-da. Like, it's not that easy for some people. And I'm not even speaking for me, because I had plans to get a generator. I'm just not going to be made to purchase a generator right now while we're in need, because that's when a lot of price gouging happens. And every time, I think it's important to just take notes about, how comfortable you are for how long. I will say, when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, I didn't have lights for 2 weeks during Hurricane Ike. And that was awful. And that was when I was in school at Sam Houston State University. And there's nothing but the school and like prisons in that area. So you could drive up and get ice and water and MREs from the prison, you guys. And if you don't know what an MRE is, it's like military food. It's in a bag, and you just pour water in there, and then it starts cooking right there. I don't recommend it unless you're in a crisis. And I was. We kind of got lucky this time, because mommy's lights came on. And so as soon as her lights came on, my brother-in-law and them were right over there. I still spent a night here. But my little ones have been over there ever since. My 2 youngest. Me and my oldest were kind of back and forth in between. My poor husband can't sleep over here. Like, he already overheats easy. But I didn't want to run from my homestead. You know what I'm saying? As far as food, I'm super good. As far as being comfortable for a couple days physically, I'm just okay. Um, and then I think about like people who were kind of stuck in their house. Like some of the trees, I don't know if y'all saw the previous video, but some of the trees had fell like across the street. Some of the power lines fell across the street. And so if that's your street, you can't go anywhere until they're able to get that stuff out of the way. And so if I couldn't leave, will we survive? Yes. A lot of my neighbors who can't leave, they just been kicking it in the garage pretty much all day. I want to show you guys my solar powered charger. I bought it for work, but we use it here a lot as well to charge our phones and to charge the laptops and stuff like that. But there's a new one that I want to get because the one that I have doesn't have like a wall plug. The new one has a wall plug. So I actually have an air conditioner that I use in the garage for my work. And we could definitely be comfortable with that without a full-on generator for the house, except my refrigerator, my deep freezer. You know, this year I already wanted to dehydrate more than I froze. But I'll admit, when I go strawberry picking and stuff like that, I'm not always ready to process everything. And so I try to like bag it and put it in the freezer in the sections that I need, and then get to it later. And unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff in there, and I don't think I'll be able to save it all. If you're watching this and you're in Houston, Texas, I do want to add, I'll probably add to the end of this video, or I'll stick it right here. There's information for FEMA if you lost food, where they can pay you, I think, up to $750 for your loss of food, which is helpful. I will say that Houstonians are bomb. Like, we're so good at taking care of each other and helping each other and seeing the silver lining. Even Bun B was giving out trail burgers. There was another restaurant that gave out a bunch of meals. They had lights. They could have charged you for the meals because everyone's looking for who's open, but they decided to give meals away for free. And so I do think it's important for us to make sure that we are also taking in the positives. We're also taking in the resiliency of our neighbors and taking in, like, when you see God working, when you see, you know, the love that we have for humanity and for one another, helping each other I saw some people pull someone out of a car because the car was going under the water. Regular people can be heroes, guys. Regular people can be heroes. And my nephew had a birthday party yesterday, and when I went over there, my sister-in-law was like, "Oh, sis, the cucumbers, the peppers, so they've been eating out of mommy's garden." And that just makes me so happy because if anything, I have food. I do have food. My peaches went bad that I wanted to make fruit roll-ups with, so I'm super hurt about that because I was forced to just keep picking them every day, but I didn't really have a way to process them. And we had already taken a bunch of stuff to mommy's house to put in her freezer, and there's no more space over there, or else I would have froze them. So if we would have gone only like 4 days without power, I think I could have saved my deep freezer food, but such is life. I'm just gonna this is just gonna be like a vlog of like what's happening probably until the lights come back on. Just keeping you guys updated. So we're gonna go pick up the generator from my cousin when my husband gets off work tonight, and then we'll start cleaning up, and I'll let you know how that's going. I love you guys. I hope you are well. I hope you're safe. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I also want to point out that I just feel like being like, just get a generator. Everybody in Houston should have a generator. It's kind of like transferring the responsibility. Like, we don't live in a third world country. And Houston, Texas has been having hurricanes since I was a little girl. We live here. We pay taxes. We pay all these other freaking bills. We pay our light bill every month. They still going to charge us for that, but we can't expect, you know, proper planning. We know we have hurricanes here. It's unfair. It's really unfair to just be like, everybody should just, yes, obviously for myself, I'm going to do what I need to do for myself because I know ain't nobody coming to save me. and America ain't never loved me. But at the same time, to just generally be like, Houstonians should just get a generator. Like, you're in the dark because you don't have a generator. Like, we're in the dark because we have poor leadership. Okay? In this world, we always transferring the blame to the victim at this point. Like, people work hard, they pay their bills, they moved here, or they live here, they are productive members of society, and they deserve a quick response to the loss of power. That's just it. I think we really have to focus in on where the issue is coming from. It's not the linemen, it's not the citizens, it's none of that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Peace. Peace, family. Y'all can't see me because my neighborhood is still dark. Ain't that some bullshit? Sure lives. This house right here has a generator, so they've been chilling the whole time. And I'm not gonna lie, I was chilling for like the first 3 days, which a category 1 hurricane should only you know what I'm saying? Like, you should only not have lights for 3-4 days, because this Houston, Texas, and we've been having hurricanes since I've been born. But I got a generator. I did not purchase a generator. My cousin is letting us borrow his generator. He never lost power, and he's been checking on us for days, and I'm like, no, it was keeping hope alive. Centerpoint said that they were going to cut the lights on today at first. It was scheduled for the 14th. That's today. And when we looked it up yesterday, they had a schedule for the 17th, and I don't believe them at all. Like, I think they should just stop giving dates and let us be pleasantly surprised when our lights come on, because they don't have a plan. And I don't believe that everyone had to lose everything like this. I just don't. And, like, I just don't. I'm just annoyed. But I get to practice with this generator, which is nice. And I just wanted to kind of update y'all on what's going on. So, my cousin lives in Fulshire, which is like an hour from me. And it's 10:38, so we knew as soon as we pulled up to the neighborhood that the lights weren't back on. Street lights are not on. Every light that you see is like a solar light from somebody's yard. You'll hear a few generators running. I think not this house, but it's a house on the corner. Man, y'all can't see it. I can't even see it. Y'all could barely see anything. I'm sorry. It's a house like behind this tree. They also have a generator, so they have some lights on in their windows. But I've been having a lot of, I kind of want to do solar with a battery, and that's what's taking me some time, is to really figure out. I'm not a person that like quickly makes decisions, especially if it's like an investment, And so that's what I was kind of like weighing my options on what I wanted to do. Because if you have solar and a battery, like, you're good. You're like off grid, There's also a type of generator that just kicks on as soon as your lights go out. But I think that's kind of commercial. But they had one in my cousin's neighborhood, and he said as soon as the lights go out, bow, you got it. So anyways, this thing is heavier than a mother sucker. So we waiting on my brother-in-law to come over, and the 3 of us are going to try to get it out of the truck. And I just want to give y'all an update. And I gave you a dark update because I'm in the dark. Okay? And y'all with me right now. So this is a vlog. And it's a dark one. So thank you for joining. And I will see you soon. Peace. Peace, family. It's day 8. We still don't have any lights. We put the generator in the house just to keep it safe, and it's morning now. We went and got a chain in the lock. So my cousin told us to take care of his baby. We're gonna chain that thing up. I want to show you the pole that I think is ours. This was in the street on the first day. It was laying across the street, and since then, seems like all that's been done is they moved it out of the street. And I feel like this is my pole, y'all. and that's why no lights are coming on. Tim Hortons right behind it have lights. All this corner stuff around here don't have lights. Walgreens across the street, oh, these people, they don't have lights. My neighborhood is right there and nobody there has lights. Walgreens over here doesn't have lights. So I'm gonna watch this post. I don't know when anybody will come to touch it, but I'm gonna let y'all know if it's really my pole. If it pops up and I get lights, that was my pole. Stay tuned for more. Peace. Family, it's day 8 and it's looking great because I think they're working on our pole. They're working on our pole. Look at it looking upright, y'all. I hope y'all can see it. Don't you, hello? Are you gonna, what are you doing? I'm driving. Oh my God. Get these lights on because people can't even drive, y'all. They working on the pole! I would also like to remind everyone that when the stoplight doesn't work, you are now at a stop sign. So you don't get to drive through it like it's not there because it's off. And it's just a 4-way stop. It's pretty simple. It's not really hard. If we all need to go back and study that, let's do it, because that is like just an added stress for no reason. I've been seeing a lot of accidents and I'm like, y'all just not following the rules and you're trying to be aggressive and you're taking your aggression out in the wrong place and now you're stuck. You've had an accident. So it's a 4-way stop. It's a 4-way stop when the lights are out. Okay? Alright. Peace. Peace, family. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and doing well. It's day 8 of no power at my house. And the first day since the hurricane that I really feel like I get to be in the garden a little bit. It is hot outside, but I'm just going to try to do a few things and then go take a cool shower. And then I'm going to go take refuge at Grandma's house for a little bit until my husband comes back. Because we should have taken the cord from my cousin, the cord that comes with that generator. You use it whether your house is set up for a generator or not. Even if you wanted to use it for appliances, you use that same cord. Okay, just so you guys know. So I'm learning a lot of this stuff, and it's funny because people are like, I get tired of telling people in Houston to get a generator. Everyone in Houston should have a generator. Let me be quiet. There's 2 generators in my neighborhood that are close to me. I'm about to have one running if they don't get my lights on today. When we learned how to cut it on and everything, like the smell, like it's gas, you guys. If everyone in Houston owned a generator, we would be choking. We would be choking. And as someone who has lived paycheck to paycheck before, I always try to keep in mind that your situation is not like everyone else's. So I don't think it's really always the best. If you're trying to help people, don't always speak from a place of privilege. And I feel like it's speaking from a place of privilege just to say, I get tired of telling people in Houston to get a generator. Not everybody can afford that. And not to mention, you know, these people, they live and work very hard in this system. They pay into this system that is supposed to be set up a certain way. My husband is from Nigeria, and he was like, okay, like we could survive through this, but this is not a third world country. Like, you guys swear to everybody else you're amazing. Okay? The U.S. and Texas. Don't mess with Texas. I love my state, but come on, this is raggedy. Honey, this is raggedy. This is poor planning. That's what this is. This is not. And I feel like we live in a society where we kind of like try to place blame a lot on the victim a lot. Like, oh, you should have responded, if you should have been ready for it. You know what? You know what? I was ready for 3-4 days. I was kicking it. I did a puzzle. Oh, I'm going to show y'all my puzzle. It's beautiful. Like, I'm always giving myself feedback. And I think as homesteaders, as gardeners or preppers or whatever you want to call it, yes, we do know that, you know, it's in our hands. But those things take time, you guys. You have to give people time to learn things and how can they learn from you if you're always like judging them? I don't know. Anyway, I I feel hard, so that's why the garden is my friend. And I barely go anywhere else. So what I'm doing today is planting seeds. Sorry about my rant, guys. None of the Armenian cucumbers survived Beryl, okay? One baby pepper survived Beryl. This pepper is not actually a baby. It was planted like in February or something. Like, it is just small and just now looking like it wants to do stuff, but I don't like to just pull stuff out, so I left it. And this is my one surviving chamomile. I don't know if these guys are stunted or what, but they're alive, so I'm not going to pull them out. As you saw, I showed y'all that peach. So I also have to pick up peaches. The peaches are almost gone, and the peaches in the house went bad because I didn't have anything I could do with them. So I've got some Armenian cucumber seeds in my hand. Armenian cucumbers grow really well in the heat for a long time. So I have 4 seeds, but I only want 2 plants. And I'm gonna plant, you know, like 2 seeds close together, and like the survival of the fittest will stay once they sprout. Lord, I ain't even showing y'all what I'm doing. I'm gonna let him go in there. I'm not planting any plants. Y'all can see it's sunny than a mother sucker. Okay, so we don't need to stress any plants out right now. Trying to get them moved. So I'm put 2 there, which is really gonna be 1. And then we'll go over here. And they are gonna have this whole back trellis. Everything else that's gonna be planted over here is gonna be lower and not anything climbing. So that's what's up with that. Also, I want to plant some Ethiopian kale, and I think I'm gonna put it in my favorite planter. Somebody's been stepping in my planter. See, that's why you don't leave your homestead. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't want to go to mommy's house, y'all. I would have stayed, but Teddy was, I said, oh Lord, Teddy, I'm sorry, it's hot. You know, you got to make sure everybody's safe and sound, and that they're healthy. So we took Teddy to grandma's house, even though grandma is not really a dog person. We are all making it work. But I said all that to say I don't like to leave my homestead, and I don't like to leave it for long because critters, they're always watching. Whose footsteps is these? What is this? Who did this? What's that? Who the hell? Like, where was you going? I don't know what happened. Look at my basil, y'all. He never leaned back over. But back behind there, I got a lot of walking onions coming out. So I'm thinking this might be a good spot to plant an Ethiopian kale. And I'm going to do it in this footprint. Pause. Okay, in pause. I've got 2 here, 1 there, 1 there, and I accidentally dropped one somewhere over there. So that one might sprout as well. Hopefully growing with the onions will do something. We never know. Y'all know pets just like to eat, so I just try to come out here and watch. But this was actually on the porch. We moved it for the generator, but I think I'm going to keep it here. I do want to probably see if I can dig a hole somewhere and add some food scraps and stuff, but this is pretty good for now. I'm just kind of also walking around and cutting off the leaves of stuff that got beat up. Let me put these seeds in the house. The leaves of the stuff that got beat up, like one of my turmerics looks crazy. And what I'm gonna do is just cut those leaves off and then cut them up and use them as mulch in my other containers and stuff. I really want to be able to record everything, y'all, because I need to kind of move faster. It's hot and it's gonna be stank. That man got his generator going all day and night, baby. He ain't missed a beat. Some of these I'm gonna cut off And some of them might stand back up, but it's looking just droopy, 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 droopy. Another thing I have to do, y'all see, all that rain brings ants. I don't care how much stuff you sprinkle in your garden. So you have to come back and sprinkle some more. I'll probably cut this one off. It's looking raggedy. This one look shredded like some chicken. Okay. So the shredded leaves and stuff, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, just to get a little touch up, a little haircut. And then I'll chop those up. And I thought I stepped on a peach, y'all. I will use it for mulching here. Remember I said I was supposed to mulch in here? I was supposed to mulch in here, and I was supposed to support this tomato before Beryl, but I ran out of time. So all these little planters, they need some coverage, some soil coverage. And so that's what I'm going to be working on. So I will update you guys a little bit later about the generator and the house and stuff, and when the lights came on. And I want to do a separate video just talking about different things that made me feel like I was pretty comfortable still. Like, I still have food and water and stuff. And I had a friend tell me, because I marked myself safe during Beryl, and she was like, if you safe, can y'all help? Not me personally, but she was like, everybody that's safe, can y'all help these linemen? Because, you know, we still not safe. And I was like, well, I marked myself safe because I'm not injured. So that's what I thought safe meant. Like, I'm not injured. I don't feel like I'm in danger. But she was like, no, if you don't have power, you are indeed unsafe. Like, I was like, okay, well, then I'm uninjured, friend. Like, I don't know. So I guess we all just have different levels of what safe means. We all have different levels of preparation or dependence, I guess. And it shows during times like this. And I'm definitely saying that I'm giving myself feedback on different things as well. But I also am very proud of myself, because for a year ago me, baby, I'd have been like, what we gonna do? Like, I have food out here. If I couldn't get to the grocery store, I have food. I still have dehydrated food. I still have canned food. Next time I will have something, I will show you guys. It's in my favorites right now. It's it can be charged, but it's also solar, and it will be big enough to keep my freezer going, but not as expensive as a whole house generator, because you actually have to have an electrician come and install a box for the type of generator that everybody's like, just go get a generator for your whole house. It's not that simple. And I like that I didn't just run out and do anything. I just kind of observed. Like, I wasn't tripping for the first 3-4 days. But what also is hard is that they keep telling you different days. You know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't still be tripping, but it's like, oh, it's going to be on this day. So that's how I'm preparing. But again, that's feedback from me because I know better. So anyway, I'm not going to talk y'all heads off. I'm going to go. I thank you for watching. I love you guys. And I just want to say thank you to my new subscribers. I never say that. And I didn't even know if people would watch me when I started this channel. And so it is very touching, and I do feel seen and heard, and I hope you guys are growing and learning with me, because I'm just learning in front of you. So I appreciate, you know, that you care what I have to say, or to just take a little tidbit out of this channel. If it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel empowered, if it makes you feel like you can do this, you can grow your own food, you can take care of yourself and your family, and you can grow medicines, like you can just do it all. And thank you for being here. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Ooh, and the sun is gone. Let me get some work done. Peace. Family, we have power. We have power, family. We have power. There are noises, and my thermostat is on. It says 81, which is hot little motherfucker. But it's cooler than it is outside. Girl, so bad, y'all. Oh my gosh. I can clean my house. I'm pretty sure everything in the freezer is messed up. But I can, look at the light on in the garage, y'all. Look at the light on. The lights is, oh. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm emotional. I'm not gonna open this. I will tell y'all what it looks like when my husband comes home and I open, not this, but the freezer. I'm not doing it. I know that's probably gonna still have to be drained and taken care of. Like, it definitely went too long for that. But I was planning on taking a cool shower. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take a shower. My kids are gonna be so happy. Oh, I gotta call my husband. Okay, bye y'all. We have power. We have power. We have power. So I'm gonna end this video, okay? And then I'm gonna come back and it'll be like after we got power, I guess in the garden and in the house. We got a lot of cleaning to do. I don't know how much of that I'm going to show, but I am so happy and grateful that everyone in my family, everyone that I know is still happy and healthy and doing well. I'm praying for everyone who had property damage. There was a lot of property damage. If you guys missed my first video about it, y'all go back and see that. I'll put it below. But just, you know, sending good energy and most of all, solutions. Solutions and not judgment, okay, to everyone out there. And I just wish you well mentally and physically, and I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon.